Hey everyone, my name's Chase and welcome to The Mind of Chase, Episode 1. Today I'll be talking about my $90,500 portfolio, giving you folks an update, and also be going into a particular brokerage that I use called M1 Finance. And without further ado, let's get this started. Before I begin, I just want to talk a little bit about myself. I turned 30 last week. I live with my girlfriend. We just bought an Instant Pot. I think it's such a wonderful, wonderful device. I can throw in all sorts of goodies. Everything cooks in under 20 minutes. You're saving money as well as you're cutting your cooking time. And we're just constantly looking for new recipes now. I could go on and on. I just love that thing. Anyway, I started seriously learning about investing when I turned 28, when I started a different job in the asset management industry. And growing up, I've always saved more than I spent, and I've always been quite cautious, and I'm always asking questions. I think in life it's so important to have that inquisitive thought and mind frame, and saving more than you spend is such a crucial part of wealth building in the accumulation phase when you're in your 20s, your 30s, maybe into your 40s. For me, personal finance was not taught in school, and so I'm starting this YouTube channel to show others how I organize my thoughts when it comes to investing, and maybe it will help you too. I'm interested in sharing my asset allocation in this current market environment, and I believe, like I said before, it's important to keep learning something new every day, whether that's researching a topic, reading the news, having your finger on the pulse of what's happening around you, will only help you as you learn more about investing. I'm going to discuss a little bit about what I own and what I don't. So right now I do not own a house. I'm renting with my girlfriend. I'm very fortunate and lucky though, because down the line, my family does own a plot of land, and I'll be able to build a house on that land. So again, I feel very lucky and fortunate to have that in my quiver. Which is why I am currently investing my money. So the next account I can talk about is my Vanguard Roth IRA. I have a taxable account as well. You can see the numbers there. I also have a Fidelity account through my employer, which they sponsor our 401k. And with a former employer, I have an HSA as well. I also have an American Funds Roth IRA and traditional IRA. I'm in the process of rolling those funds over to Vanguard because American Funds charges quite a bit for their mutual funds. They have higher expense ratios, and they also charge front and back end sales load fees. So those eat away at your potential gains right off the bat as you're investing, and then once you withdraw money later in life. I started those IRAs with American Funds because my parents have their capital and investments with American Funds. So before I learned more about other brokerages, including Vanguard or Fidelity, I had started one with American Funds. This video is going to dig deeper into my M1 Finance account, and I have a taxable account with them. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. And last but not least, I have some cash sitting in 2 checking accounts for immediate liquid use. It's very important to always have some cash lying around for emergencies. As of Monday, November 18th, 2019, I have a total invested dollar amount of $90,688. You can see the breakdown of equities, bonds, and invested cash. So I consider cash as a separate holding in my investment account, which is why I do include the calculation of 44.79% of my total invested portfolio. I use personal capital as well as Mint to track, my investment portfolio and my net worth respectively. So I'll be showing you my personal capital account in a little bit. This is the main dashboard. When you first log into your personal capital account, you'll be able to see your net worth on the top left. So I will be graying out what's below this little screen here to protect my identity, obviously. And it breaks down all of your different investment accounts. So it's really easy to link. I particularly like this holdings tab, and as I scroll down, you can clearly see all the different stocks that I hold currently, the funds that I currently hold as well. All neatly organized. It's very, very nice interface. It's a very nice interface with the same grand total at the bottom. Another particular tab that I like is this allocation tab. Through this tab, you can clearly see how I've broken out my asset allocation. I have international bonds, international stocks, U.S. bonds, U.S. stocks, and I have my largest portion of my portfolio is in cash for multiple reasons, and I'll go into that in further detail in a different video. But this is pretty much the desktop view of personal capital, and it's very easy to link your accounts. I'll also show you what it looks like on your phone. So this is the view on my iPhone. I'm going to click on personal capital here. Takes me to my main net worth screen. Again, this is my investment portfolio only. I use a different app to track my net worth, and that's called Mint. But you can see all the different accounts. I will be graying out this bottom section to protect my identity. I'm going to click here at the top left and click on portfolio. You're able to see all your different accounts again, and you can click on holdings and allocations here. You can select at the top a different index that you want to compare your performance to, and down here, if you just keep scrolling, just like on the desktop, shows you all of your holdings. Well, it's very, very clean interface. And next I'll be talking about my M1 Finance account. Before getting into my M1 Finance account, M1 Finance is a brokerage platform that offers fractional share ownership and commission-free trades. They're on mobile as well as desktop. They're a robo-advisor with a unique pie structure user interface. They offer both taxable and IRA accounts. And for standard users like me, there's a 10 a.m. Eastern cutoff time to place market orders for stocks and ETFs that they offer. ETFs are exchange traded funds. I would recommend M1 Finance to anyone getting started with investing because it allows you to invest exact dollar amounts. So if you're starting off with just a little bit of capital, this is a perfect platform to get started, and you can instantly diversify by holding the total US stock market ETF if that's what you want. Of course, if you are new, you would want to do your due diligence, do some research on the basics of investing. In my M1 Finance account, I have a total portfolio balance of $16,300, which makes up 18% of my total investment portfolio. In the next view, you'll be able to see my portfolio holdings. I'll discuss how I track my progress. I discovered M1 Finance through someone named Lyn Alden, and she's a financial investment strategist. She has her own blog, and I'll link her website down below. She's a wonderful writer. She's a engineer and has a finance background. I've learned so much reading through her material, and she offers a newsletter which I religiously follow. Also in my description below, I'll be providing a copy of my portfolio tracker that I use through Google Sheets, and it's very helpful, especially for seeing a simple money-weighted return. When you first log into your M1 account, you're taken to the main portfolio dashboard. On the left, you're going to be able to see your pie chart of asset allocation. You'll see the value, dollar amount of your portfolio. You'll see the gains. If you click this arrow, you'll see earned dividends. You can organize your performance table by different time periods. You can have auto invest turned on or off. You can also have a set deposit amount from your checking account that you link to M1 Finance. With auto invest turned on, the M1 Finance algorithm will automatically target underweight holdings in your portfolio. Currently, I have that turned off because I manually choose underweight holdings myself. So what that means is my weekly contribution hits every Monday. It's about $150 to $200 at this current time. And with that amount of money, I will pick and choose on that Monday which holding I want to purchase. So if I organize by my worst performers at the top, hypothetically it makes sense to choose VTR, which is Ventas Inc., a healthcare real estate investment trust, and I would purchase more shares of VTR to lower my cost basis. In a later video, I will discuss how and why I chose the stocks that I did, how I valued them, and the tools I used to value them. In this Activities tab, you'll be able to see all your different transactions organized by date, symbol, as well as transaction type. Let's just look at the dividends. If I go back in time, you'll see all the different dividends that I received. Very useful, very clean interface. Again, only or less than 20% of my total investment portfolio is with M1. When I first started in April of 2019, I funded my portfolio with $45,000. I went kind of off the wall buying different stocks and without any due diligence as well, so it didn't feel right. And over time, I took a lot of risk off the table. I sold off a lot of my holdings, and I've really pinpointed and honed in on my 28 holdings in my US stocks portfolio. And next, I will explain how I track performance. What we're looking at now is my M1 Finance portfolio tracker Google Sheet, and all you have to do is enter in the data on the left side in the blue, like the ticker, the sector, number of shares you own, and the average share cost, and it will calculate automatically your portfolio gain and loss in simple money weighted return function. In column E, what's really interesting is that you're setting up the cell to pull data directly from Google Finance, and you're just targeting whatever ticker that is. If you scroll down, I've also included a portfolio sector weights table, and with that you'll be able to see a visual representation in a pie chart of all the different sectors that you have within your portfolio. What's really important though is making sure that this particular sector is exactly named as what's in column B above. All I'm trying to say is that the data above feeds into this lower section below. I will be providing this tracker spreadsheet in the description below. So please enjoy and let me know if you have any comments or questions. So I really hope you enjoyed episode 1 of The Mind of Chase. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below or email me at themindofchase@gmail.com. And I hope you like and subscribe. There will be more videos coming, and I really wish the best to everyone out there, and happy investing. Thank you very much.